So what's next? Here with us, we have Fox contributors Jonas Max Ferris, Jessica Tarla, and Gary B. Smith. Good to see you all.
Morning, Trish.
Gary, are we going to get tax reform?
I don't think so. I think we'll be lucky. At this point, I'm hopeful that there's just no more blow-ups, if you will, in the White House. I think the odds now that Trump gets anything done are slim, not only because of his behavior, which is, to put it mildly, erratic at some times, but the fact that he seems to want no friends in Congress. But maybe he can just do no more damage, and that would be good enough.
The thinking is that Steve Bannon may have had a hand in all of that. Steve Bannon was a master campaigner. He's got his fingers sort of right on the pulse of what so many people in the base are thinking. So if he's exiting stage right, and you're now surrounded with a lot of people there, Gary Cohn, Steve Mnuchin, former Goldman Sachs guys, Jonas, that want to see tax cuts, is there a better chance it gets done?
Yeah, it's not just tax cuts. Look, I think Steve Bannon was incremental to getting elected, and that message was probably the overall message of trade isolationism, military isolation. It was very, very good to get Trump elected. As far as like a pro-Wall Street, pro-investor package, it's not really what we're looking for. You know, it's not. Well, investors like free trade. They like a lot of things that Bannon was against. So him leaving is more. It could be considered a positive for the stock market.
It's helpful. It increases the likelihood of tax cuts.
It probably increases the likelihood of any pro-business, pro-earnings policy that could get out of the White House. I don't want to disagree with Gary because I think we're in a situation where it's going to be hard to Lyndon Johnson things through Congress. That said, the market has been up for many years now, and it got really hot after Trump was elected, and investors are playing a game of musical chairs where every little thing out of the White House, whether it's North Korea or this, is a reason to be like, is the music stopping? We need to dart out of this, and then things improve, and then they jump back in.
And you know, it's such a wild news cycle, and I think investors are like, okay. And I think there is a consensus, however, that the music is going to continue playing, and you don't want to be out of the market because you could very well be powering through to 23,000 this year. Jessica, you and I talked about this, and for those that don't know, although you probably do, Jessica's on the left side of things, but the one area where she thinks there is an opportunity, and I don't know as you think it's going to get done, but you think there's an opportunity for it, and that is tax reform, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think now infrastructure will be really tough because I think that Democrats see Donald Trump is more cornered there, and they're going to be less compromising, as it were, about what they want from that. But yes, I do think tax cuts are possible if they can get the Republican Party unified. I said yesterday that I think actually Republicans in Congress are going to very much have to go it alone, as it were, on this, and marginalize the president insofar as not go to him about every little thing, and that Mitch McConnell, sorry, I was looking at you when I should have looked in there. That Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan have a lot of work to do with their own caucus at this point.
So, you know, can these bridges be repaired? And speaking of bridges, can we see the infrastructure package as well, Gary? I mean, now that you no longer have the fly in the ointment, so to speak, in the White House, is there a better chance? Or now that Steve Bannon's back at Breitbart, does it actually make it more difficult because he's going to rile up a base that's going to say, wait a second, I don't like this free trade, or I don't like these tax cuts going to corporations?
Well, I hate to be the contrarian, but I'm not sure Steve Bannon was the problem. He might have been a splinter in our collective finger, or at least in the White House fingers, but I don't think the swelling has gone down. Jessica said, look, she doesn't even think infrastructure is going to get done, and that's a win-win for everyone. That's a spending, spend. She don't think that's going to get done, but tax reform will be done, where you need consensus on cutting, you know, things like the mortgage deduction and stuff like that.
I don't know if you're going to get that.
There's no way that's going to get done.
I don't know if you're going to get a, you know, the mortgage deduction is a very sort of American thing that we have become very accustomed and very used to. I don't think that's going to be on the table, but there are things that they can do to make us more competitive as a nation, to make us be able to keep a little bit more of what we earn. You got half the country right now not paying any tax at all. You got to cut taxes for the people that are out there working and earning a living. So good to see all of you guys.